So if you want to create more centennial joints and make a slide together well like this with these two simple jigs, then stick around and I'll show you how. To start by finding the squarest edge, whether the wood's entirely square or round or not, doesn't matter. You want to find the squarest edge you can find and work off that edge, mark it up, and then that is where you're going to put your first jig from. So we place our jig on here, flush with the top, so we get that. This is the template we made. We cut on there, clamp it down, and then we'll router it out. So to router it out, what we use is a 30mm guide bush, which corresponds with our jig we've made there, and a 12.5mm cutter, long reach cutter, and just gradually go in bit by bit until we get to full depth. So once you finish cutting, we'll end up with a nice mortise, there you go. So what we'll do then is work onto the other piece. So you get your other selection of wood. Again, mark the square edge, which I've already done here, the square edge all the way around. We'll then use our other guide, our tenon guide, and what we'll do, we'll place that on the end. But first of all, we need to make a centre line down it. So we'll do that. Okay, so once we have the centre line on the wood, we'll mark up with the top reference side on the jig and the wood. We'll measure up the centre lines together, get it in place, and then we can draw around it, ready for the cutout. This is the outside dimension of the tenon, approximately. So then what we need to do, we need to find out the depth of the mortise we've just created, which in this case is this. So we work from the square edge that we marked up earlier, reference line there down, and then we'll work across with the square all the way around the wood until we're ready to cut it out. So once you finish cutting, use a circular saw around the outsides to take the depth, and then finish off with just a chisel or a plane to take the edges off. We can then try it together with the mortise we created earlier. Perfect, ready to draw bore.